Says you are live. Hey, Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for dropping in. I'm not going to be on here but just a few minutes, but I got some issues today. I hope hope y'all feel like listening to a little bit of a cranky rant, because I'm pissed off today. I'm flat pissed. I'm not even cranky anymore. Hope your day's a good one, Kevin. What a welcome, huh? I forgive my cowboy French there, but I can't help but spread a little bit of this. You know, I always say nothing helps a bad mood like spreading it around. Well, today's the day, so we'll settle in here. I gotta settle down a little bit. I'm so angry right now. It ain't even funny. Not really much about silver, precious metals today. Really only these things right here, which I am not going to show yet. Hi Tech the Coin Hunter. I hope you're here for to expecting some rant, because this is what this one's about. I'm really upset about some things today, and I don't know how many people are gonna. Looks like somebody's trying to come in, or oh, there we go. I know nothing. How are you? I hope things are well with you. Part of this rant has to do with the UK, so you might be interested in a little bit of this. And as I was telling Kevin, hi World Money Wins, good morning. I was telling Kevin Hawthorne that this is really a rant. There's only a little bit about precious metals, which I'm not going to show you yet. There is a selected date for that. I'll give you a first before I get into the stuff that's got me so cranky today. The 1K celebration is probably going to be about 3 weeks out. It's a good while yet, but things are coming along in the gifting category, and things are coming along in my knowledge with the ins and outs of StreamYard. So I'm learning a lot of things. I've got some fabulous help lined up. So that's going to be a good thing. Hi, Seth. Welcome. World Money Wins. Get cranky. You got it, buddy. And you know what? Y'all know me. I don't have much of a filter. If it's on my mind, I'm of the age and the nationality here as a U.S. citizen that I can speak my mind freely still to a degree. And by golly, I'm going to do it. And if they shut it down, they shut it down. I really don't care when it comes to some things, but this has got me irritated. Now, hi Brock, Muscle Shell, how you doing? I must be behind in the a little in the chat. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a cranky rant. First though, since there are some of y'all in there, this guy right here, I'm going to show you some pictures. This guy right here, Reaper Lord Zero. I think I was his 91st or 92nd subscriber. He's got some great Canadian coins and things like that. He's very new. His channel's very new, and I applaud him. He's got a goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So go check him out. There's another channel right here. Silver Stacker has been shouting out channels all over the place, and he's got 253 subs. Come on, y'all. Maybe somebody can help him out. Hello, BBA. How are you, sir? I'm in a cranky mood today, so be ready for a blistering rant here for a few minutes. That's those are a couple of channels that I'd really like to. Hi, Mandy's Candies. How are you? Mandy's Candy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. This is a PG rated live stream, only for the fact that it may have a bad word or two in it. I try my best to maintain my cool, but every now and then I get so pissed I just can't help it. So please forgive me if I go into something that and some, a word slips every now and then. Long live coins. Hello, my friend. I'm really disappointed in my son at Long live coins. I just am not getting the cooperation. Anyway. Y'all go check out Long live coins merchandise on his channel. The sweatpants and the shirts are excellent. The sweats are like every couple of days thing for me, especially now that we're getting down in the 40s at night. But like I said, go check those two channels out. They need some subs. Silver Stacker's got lots of posts for different channels, and I think that Reaper Lord's gonna do some copper pouring coming up here, so we need to get him hooked up with Stacker Man's Rabbit Hole and Capital Currency and Broke Stacker. Yeah, golly, I literally am boiling mad right now. Well, I know Long Live Coins is no worries, but gosh darn it, I'm disappointed. It's an ongoing thing. Anyway, there's a lot of changes going on here at Cranky Acres, and part of that is, that's part of what this, my elevated crankiness level is all about. I'll explain that at a later time, but things are changing here, and it could be a lot of change. So, I'll try and keep you posted on all that. What I wanted to actually get into was a little while ago, I saw a live stream of a teacher in the UK being arrested for not endorsing transgenderism in the schools as a program. And y'all know me, I that I've ever met in my life. However, when it's forced as an agenda, I got a problem with that. This man was exercising his right to free speech. He was exercising his religious beliefs, and quite clearly was a very peaceful man. And they hauled him off in a frickin' paddy wagon. And the very first words out of my mouth were, when the heck are the British police going to stand up and say enough is enough? Their job is to protect the citizens of the United Kingdom, and they are not. And this globalist BS that's being promoted, I don't understand, and I don't understand the laws in the United Kingdom. Clearly I do not, because I can't see that sort of thing flying here yet. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And what the part I don't understand is if if a law is illegal, then it cannot be enforced. And that's where the difference of our Constitution and other countries comes in. I can't pretend to, will not pretend to know the ins and outs of the legal system of the British of Great Britain, but it doesn't even seem like that could be right to me anywhere. It just doesn't make any sense. So I made a comment on that live stream in the comment section about, when are they going to, the patsy police going to stand up? And I thought about that guy on TV the other day saying something about oh shit. I'm trying to look at the chat. I forgot where I was going with that. Dang it. That's how mad I am. That's how mad I am about this. This is just this is out of hand. And it's time. It's time that the local law enforcement did something about what's going on and what's happening to the British citizens. It is out of hand. It's a ridiculous situation. It's just made my blood boil. Okay. So, folks, everybody in there, y'all in the chat there, yeah, legal is trumping lawful. That's it. Long live coins. And I know nothing says a large percentage of British police are Freemasons and they have different agenda. Yeah, that's part of the problem that I'm talking about. It's not it's not about the citizens anymore. It's about power and elitism. And there's a young man that I've been trying to get to consent to doing a live stream with me as a guest. He's got a channel on Instagram, and I've posted a couple of his songs or sent them out to some people. It's called Wells Music, WELLES MUSIC, and he's got a song about exactly that, the elitism and the corporate BS and the greed that's going on, and it's his style is much like John Prine and Bob Dylan, and he's just a brilliant young musician. Go check him out on Instagram if you have it. OTG radio side says my blood has been boiling for 20 years. That's why steam shoots out my ear. Well, hi Brian Callahan. Yeah, I got you on the 20. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas, hi. You're coming in on a not too long-lived live stream, but I had to rant about some things here today, and I just see this thing that this morning was like the final straw for me, for the people in the United Kingdom. It's just ridiculous. And I'll try and do a link and do a post on that video, because it was a live stream of a man being arrested for his own personal beliefs and righteousness, basically. Anyway, that really makes my blood boil, and I have a real hard time with that. I'll shout out those channels again here in a little bit. The next thing that came along after I saw that, and this kind of ties all together here, with the globalism and elitism, and our uniparty system here is traveling down the road that at a rapid pace that we all know what's going on, and there's back to a Dylan song from the 60s, there's a hard rain gonna fall. But I saw this today. Dick Cheney, the former vice president of Republican President Bush, is endorsing the candidate for the other party. If that is not absolute proof positive that the political parties mean nothing anymore, that everything is government of the money, by the money, for the money. And this is just my personal opinion here. So, you know, this is a disclaimer on about what I'm about to say, but the dude is filthy rich and is a warmonger from day one. Now, I don't know what kind of truth there is to it, but my understanding is that the old generations of the Bush family were doing business with the Nazis right straight up to December 7th, 1941. That's how far back this goes. And he wasn't, you know, they weren't the conservatives. You know, conservatives and liberals it's all a joke. They're facades to keep us fighting each other. And it's time. We are at a turning point, folks. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And quite frankly, I'm thinking about some options as far as my own personal future here. So I might look at backing some I don't know what the term is I'm looking for. Hey, Space Miner, you in here? Liberty Bleeds, hi. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody that's in there, if you're hearing my voice when I come onto a live stream or into a video, it's real easy if you just type in hashtag hello y'all, and that covers everybody. I've been doing that lately. If you want to let that catch on, great. If not, that's okay too. But you know what? That I had a video that I was a little disappointed in the number of views on it. I did a premiere yesterday, and it was Patriot Peanuts 50Ps. And I had on my lap a 5-year-old lad who has so much on his plate as a 5-year-old right now that it's a difficult situation for that little lad. And I'm kind of his adopted grandpa. So, but he loves World War II vintage. He watches the World War II documentaries, and he knows who Paul Revere is, and said so yesterday in the video. He's a little patriot kid, a man cub, and I was just amazed at kind of amazed at what he knows and already, and he just started school, but that's come from Cranky Acres and from his grandma and mom and dad, and of course the Cranky one to some degree. But I was surprised with his knowledge. It was very cool. If you get a chance, watch that, because there it is. Hello, hashtag hello y'all. If I've missed anybody in the hold on, I know nothing says 2 wings of the American eagle. Whoa, let me back it up here. I want to read that. 2 wings of the American eagle, but Brit politician George Galloway describes British bipartisan politics as 2 cheeks of the same. Gotcha. Arse. Yeah. Well, you know what? That's a pretty accurate description. I know nothing. I know nothing is in Northern Ireland, and I did not actually honestly realize that Northern Ireland is part of the UK, and the south part of Ireland is its own the Irish Republic, I think he said, or the Republic of Ireland. Anyway, that's an interesting concept to me right there. But I mean, I can tell you about the IRA and Sinn Féin and all that sort of thing. that part of history there, the Irish history's always truly fascinated me. Anyway, this little 5-year-old was schooling everybody on things, and yeah, that's right, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker. It can and will, history can and will repeat itself. And fortunately, maybe there's some hope. Ring the little Liberty Bell. Because I am seeing in some of these young kids true patriotism. You know, we need less politicians and more statesmen. We just do. I mean, we will not survive as a nation if we do not have some statesmen get into our political system and radically change it. You know, the Constitution guarantees our right to keep and bear arms. Not that the government can regulate it in any way, shape, or form. It's not. They got nothing to say about it. I'm going to touch a touchy subject here, and it's that. Yeah, OTG, scratch away, buddy. Scratch away. Both hands. We need statesmen. I'm having, as y'all can see, I'm kind of struggling keeping up with the chat and keeping a train of thought going. We need statesmen or we're not going to survive. But in this younger generation, there is a new conservatism, and I hate that term. But there's a common sense and a sense of right. It's like, you know, for a long time, everybody's been sitting on the fence. Not everybody, but a majority of people have been sitting on the fence because they could work both sides. And it's not the right and the left. It's the dark and the light, in my opinion. And this country is listing to the left or to the dark side rather than to the light side. But when I see this little kid here yesterday, and my young 22-year-old son, 23 last month, I see a lot of hope, because it seems like it's starting to roll back to the pendulum is swinging back the other way. I just hope there's time for them, because we are leaving them nothing but a dreaded mess. And that it's just sad to me. Yeah, abolished by the Fed. That's another thing. I have a question for everybody here. I wasn't going to go into this. I was going to do a video, but I got a question. Speaking of the federal government, Fed joke. But the federal, well, let me get to my question for y'all. You know, I've got a lot of constitutional silver, and it 90%, and it's of course dimes and quarters and halves and silver dollars and all that. But what happens if as a part of a, for lack of a better term, part of a reset, the standard is 3/9 fine silver as a monetary unit or a barter type of thing? Is there any guarantee that 90% silver is going to be acceptable? I mean, other than maybe local barter, but what do you do with 90% if there's no place to melt it or you know what I'm saying? I was wondering about that. How much 90% is going to be part of barter versus if there is a new standard at 3/9 fine. I don't know. I guess we'll see. OTG says, I tried to sit on the fence for a while. It made my ass sore. Yep, that's a good saying right there. OTG, a lot of people's is numb though, and that's what's scary. Jamie Frost is in from Japan. Hi, Jamie. And there's my hello, y'all. Jamie, have you received your mail yet? I'll wait for him to get to respond. Isn't it amazing that Jamie Frost can be in Japan and I can ask him a question for like halfway around the world? I think that's pretty cool. I don't nothing, I thought that too. For barter, if it has silver in it, people will accept it. I think maybe on a local level, but the way that silver's manipulated nowadays, that it's going to be, there could be a standard quote unquote set. I mean, at least it's a possibility. Of course, if everything's gone to hell in the handbag, then who's going to set the standard, right? And I see good things come from these lives. Make me think. Space Miner, you stay pure. You just stay true to yourself, my friend, because you got it going on. You're on the right track. And I am not worried about which side of the fence you're going to fall off of. That's I know that for a fact. Somewhere over the Pacific. Okay, Jamie. Well, I'm so excited for you to get that, Jamie. I just can't. I hope you like it. That's all I can say. I think it'll be an okay mail call for you there. I'm tracking it, so yeah, okay. I will accept 90% for barter until I die. Well, would you mind getting me a Coke? OTG, I'll pay 90%. I took a trip recently to my hometown, and town I grew up in, and I I was really upset, and I mentioned it in the video, but 80% of the businesses downtown were closed. They were just gone. It was a thriving downtown for years and years and years, and everything's moved out by the big box stores that put their stores out on the bypass, and I don't know. It was just depressing. Buildings just literally empty, storefronts. Maybe one store a block was open. It was kind of sad. Which brings me back to that guy. Maybe you guys can put a word out there to Wells Music as well. And that's that guy that I like. He's got some captivating songs. They're brilliant. A little bit of a Bob Dylan type of protest and a John Prine balladeer type of story. The kid's good. He's just really good, and I'd really like to get him on here for a live stream. So, Jamie, if you want to do a video, that's cool. I send me a heads up if you do. If you don't want to do a video on it, you don't have to. You can show whatever you feel like showing, or put a picture out, whatever. It'd be cool to see it in the video, but don't maybe I built it up too much, but don't do something you're not comfortable doing. If you want to do a video, it'd be great. If not, that's okay too. That's from me to you, and that's the way that goes. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas, I like 90%. I don't think it'll be a barter tool until way later. That's a good point, y'all. And I'm in a situation right now where I'm a little bit cash poor. I've had some tremendous expenses lately, and glad to have had what I had, but my cash cash stash is low. Not at all where I would like it to be. Um, Heck, I was talking with Constitutional Stacker the other day, and man, that dude's the expenses he's had would have completely wiped me out, but he had it. He's a smart individual. Y'all need to get back to watching him and chatting with him, because like it or not, the man knows how to make money, and he's a pretty straight shooting guy. But cash will be king for the first part of a SHTF scenario, because that's what everybody knows, and that's what the people who don't have silver are going to be trading with still. Hi, Broke Stacker. OTG skills and material will be a way to barter first. Yeah. That's why I like Mr. and Mrs. West Texas. That's why I like Lynette Zhang. Not a lot of people have a great opinion. Well, she has a lot of subscribers, but not a lot of people have a high opinion of her. But I think she's pretty sharp. And one thing, and I've said it in a video before, one thing that I really latched onto with her was that she's done her best to do what I've done here at Cranky Acres. She's all about building community, and different skills are going to have different roles in an SHTF or a societal breakdown kind of thing. When as World Money Wins says, expect to self-rescue. If that's our situation, if we're in a self-rescue situation, you need to have some community. And in that community, I was impressed with her when she said that, around her place, she has planted random squash plants and, different edibles and things like that. And that's what I've done here at Cranky Acres. A lot of my plantings have been either completely edible or edible and medicinal, and I'm trying to cultivate that type of thing. By the way, my dogs just went apeshit a little while ago. I have a den of coyotes that's moved from, well, they're right outside my back fence in the hillside, and as near as I can tell, there's 2 new pups. And I'm not real happy about that. And neither are my dogs. We've seen the results of that coming up with my dog before. But she ain't having no part of them being down there. Anyway, community, skills. And I'm starting to really think, with all the things that are going on around the country, the random things are not random. All of this has been pre-purposed, in my opinion. And again, that's just my opinion. It's all pre-purposed, and I've been saying for 6 months that we will not have an election, and I don't believe that we're going to. I believe they're saving the best for last, so to speak, right before November 6th or 4th or whatever day it is. We'll say this about Nebraska. We have a voter ID law now, and if you don't have a picture ID, you don't vote, period. So that's a good thing. Culture of currency. When an economy breaks to zero, metal is worthless. Wow. There you go. Reading in the chat. Look at culture of currencies. I believe that very much, and I don't think culture of currency. I don't really see the time between part 1 and part 2 being all that long a period of time, given the way things are, given how much we hate each other these days. I hope you guys will go back and watch that Patriot Peanuts 50 Ps. He just about had me in tears. He understands that World War is not good, and I think we're just incredibly close. And I think I think there's a really good chance that it's going to be on American soil. It's going to be a good part of it will be. Well, not a good part of it, but it's quite possible since we haven't had anything on our soil for a long time. We made a mistake by letting the United Nations put a building in New York City. And fact check me on this, but I believe it's constitutional that there are not supposed to be any foreign soldiers on United States ground. And as I understand it, in like 34 states, there's United Nations troops, something like that. Fact check me on that. And if you're interested, look that up and see what's going on with that. See, it'd probably be worthless. How much for an ear necklace? It remains to be seen, but food, water, and shelter is absolutely, I did a comment. I mentioned Constitutional Stacker the other day. I saw he did a post on kind of a eulogy for a guy named Paul Harrell, and he was real big in I can't even think of the Patreon, and he passed from cancer, and I think it came on him pretty quickly, pancreatic cancer. He was a hell of a patriot and a very, very good man. And I saw he released a video that aired posthumously, and I was kind of freaked out by it, and at the same time drawn way in. So condolences to his family, and we lost a good one there. But he has some good points in his video. We got to keep on keeping on. That's kind of all. Yeah, he had a shooting channel. He was. I think it was. If it wasn't it, the name of it, he was associated with Garand Thumb. Anyway, super guy, and had good information on his stuff. Oh, that's a very good point. Culture of currency. That's a very good point. Kind of metals became important with the class system. I hadn't really thought about that. I got some pretty nice sticks and rocks if it gets right down to it. And if I've got a good enough stick and rock, I bet I could get some of your good metals. What do you think? Culture says he plants food and distills water. I don't have the distiller thing, but I do have some homemade fine water filters set up, some 5-gallon pieces, and I do rainwater catch too. And that's what I started to say earlier was I did about 2 weeks of basically sleep deprivation and not complete fasting, but to see how few calories I could operate on. Because folks, from a medical perspective, your body is going to kick your own rear end in an SHTF scenario, and a lot of people don't even think about preparing for that. I did about 2 weeks, and I slept an hour during the day and an hour during the night, and kind of just as I could. Part of the help for adapting to that for me was working as a paramedic, because we were, we did 24 and 48-hour shifts, and it just kind of clicked back in, I guess, after all these years. You sleep when you can, and because sleep is going to kill you if you're a lone sentry scenario. If you're a single defender of house and home, I got the hiccups. If you're a single defender and you fall asleep, it could kill you. And yet you need to sleep, because sleep deprivation drastically, and actually food deprivation does too, drastically inhibits your cognitive processes. And I discovered that for me, I could get by okay on about 400 calories a day. Anything less than that, and I didn't do well. And I could do all right with about 5 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period, not necessarily together. So I don't know why I'm telling you all that, because I started out on this rant about the powers that be and all that. I'm still mad about this endorsement of a candidate from another party, from Dick Cheney. That just blew my mind. It just set off the wheels turning about just exactly how deep, when Trump said drain the swamp, I knew there was a swamp. Heck, we all did. But hey, Check Stacker, how you doing? I forgot what I was saying. Sleep deprivation. No, I mean, I knew there was a problem, but I had no idea that just how deep and wide it really is. We're almost to the point, and again, this is just my opinion, of needing to scrap the whole town of DC and starting fresh, the way it was written. Not with all the amendments that have been added, or laws that have been added, and taxes that have been added. And I mean, we're being legally robbed by our own government, and it's a filthy way of life, in my opinion. I have got no better word for it than that. It's just insane. Anyway, Liz Cheney is a never Trumper. Yeah, well, there you go. He was a VP, for the love of God, man. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Politicians and the elitism and how deep that runs. And I know nothing from Ireland. They're saying, the Freemasons have their own agenda. It's all a cabal of filth, in my opinion. And that's what we're living in right now. I hope I'm not running anybody off. Hello, Crank. Check Stacker. Golly. Hi, Scott Silver. How you doing? Hey, you guys over there. I listened to Stack Collector's video, and they're calling the bison, the buffalo, the hairy cow now. I mean, how many things are we going to call this thing over there? I called him out on it in the comments. You might take a look at that. It was kind of worth a chuckle. Because I referred to certain pronouns for that thing. Anyway, hi, Seven Stacks. Yeah, was that question mark was well placed. Am I cranky? You betcha today I am. I'm fed up to the gills with everything. Folks, we got to get this thing. We got to get this thing straightened out. I just today when that guy and the teacher in the UK was arrested for not enforcing the trans agenda in school, refusing to teach it, standing on his personal faith and beliefs. I got it was like the straw that broke the camel's back for me when it comes to them. We've got this stuff going on over here that's just out of hand. We're a lot deeper in doo-doo than a lot of people think. And I try not to be an alarmist, but sometimes I think we're closer to what I think than what a lot of other people think. Let me get back to some chat here. Poison robbed, blinded. Yeah, led in the dark by government. Oh, culture. The Scrooge McDuck. Going to be giving one of those away in the 1K celebration. I've got 3 of them, but one of them, this one's mine, and one of them's already spoken for. And one I'm going to give away in the 1K giveaway, which is going to be probably 2 or 3. No, we ain't happily cranky. We're crankily cranky. That's hard to say. Crankily cranky today. 7 stacks. Scott Silver says, yeah, I heard him say that. There's only one hairy cow on these aisles. Scott Silver, did my ex-mother-in-law move over there? I know that's a bad joke. I'm sorry. I apologize. That ain't right. She was a cool woman. That's just a comedy knows no bounds, does it? I don't mean to insult anybody. Yeah, I'm doing a gob. We got some really good stuff. I did a video on all the giveaway things that have been coming in. People have just been so kind. Culture, it really is. It's really coming along. And I got. Hold on, let me grab my keys real quick. I wasn't going to do this for very long, but this is the latest addition to the 1K giveaway goodies. You ready for this, folks? Now, this one is mine. It is never, ever going anywhere. Hi, Can. Can is one of my heroes, and I ain't joking about that, and I can't be cranky about that. Isn't this nice? There will be 2 of these. Not this one, but there will be 2 of these that Miss Thule has made for the 1K giveaway. And again, I'm going to tell y'all it's going to be probably 3 weeks or so, because I just still have some work to do. I'm not ready for it yet. But when it does, and by the way, I want to make sure that it stays at 1,000 subscribers for more than a couple of days. Yeah, it's very cool. There's only one Thule, I'll tell you what. It's so generous. And she does such good work. I can't figure out how she gets the dark part into the numbers and the stamped letters and all that. And then the rest of it's so shiny. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be given. We got one of these copper Bibles. I mean, there's just so much the kindness. And that's why, lately I've been referring to this as our channel, because it really truly is. I mean, all of the UK clan out there, all 522 or whatever it is in the Stackers social, and I still have some chips to get up here, but the community over here, my goodness gracious, it's been amazing, and it's been fun. It really has been fun. So we're gonna have fun. I think Tuli's going to be on with me for a little bit, which I'm so looking forward to that. I am absolutely stoked to maybe do a little live time with her. I'm hoping that that it works out that way. I'd love to have her on here the whole time, but hey, a guy can dream, candy. And I'm working on some new material for the two horses, but that remains to be seen. Is that a Harris lampshade? What is a Harris lampshade? Oh, talking with, okay, gotcha. It's an AB conversation. See you later. Well, I'm going to tell you this, folks. I've gone on longer than I thought I would, but go check out these two. Go check out these two channels that I hollered out. Silver Stacker. Can't believe he's only got 253 subscribers. I know y'all have seen the posts where he's shouting everybody out. He needs to get some love back, some help. And then this guy that I found the other day that I absolutely think is going to be an up and coming guy. He's new. Reaper Lord 0. He's got some great Canadian coins and things. He's got a goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. And I think that's a great thing to have a goal. He's a young man. He's going to be doing some copper pours. You might see some of his work on the channel one of these days here. So that would be very, very cool. Backyard bullion and darkened just cast silver using liver of sulfur. I will look into that. I know nothing. Thank you very much for that. Boy, I'm having a hard time watching the chat and keeping a train of thought. Anyway, those two guys, and by the way, on the Silver Stacker, look at his community page, and he's got probably somewhere between 3 and 5 and 6 posts of shout outs for channels to pick up for people to pick up subs, and that's how I like. That's how I like to see things go. I really like everybody giving somebody a bump, because that's how I got where I am. That's how we got this channel where we are, because I certainly didn't do it on my own. Scott, you got a video coming out. I'll be looking for it. You want a gold bar? Dude, how much gold have you won this year? Scott Silver has more gold in his giveaway stack that he's gotten than I have to my name, which I'm not upset about. I think it's pretty cool. I'm glad somebody's winning it. William Fender says sulfur in the air and humidity is what tones silver. Yeah, I you know, I left a buffalo round laying on a sheet of galvanized metal in my garage just to see if it would keep trucking, transient, keep the shiny side up. I forget the rest of that. And the greasy side down, something like that. My ex-father-in-law was a truck driver. I left the buffalo on the sheet of galvanized metal out in the garage, and it toned like in a week. It was starting to tone around the top of the Indian head there. So Stacker never tells. That's good. Yeah, you're right. That was an unfair question to me, wasn't it? Well, folks, go check out Patriot Peanuts. And on that topic, Patriot Peanuts 50p. Scott Silver, did you see on Stacker Social a video? Did it? I tried to post it on, and maybe Jamie, you're in there too, aren't you? Stacker Social. I tried to post that video on Discord, and I don't know shit about that channel. I'm sorry for using Cowboy French, but I just don't know how to navigate that thing. It's intimidating to me, and that's why I'm never there. So anyway, I tried to post one. If it went up, it's in your hands over there then. Greasy side down. Thank you, transient. See, I remembered it. Gosh dang it, people. I've gone on long enough. But today was just too much for me, and I had to get out a little bit and talk about it. I got people around me and nobody to talk to here at Cranky Acres right now. So that's a story for another day, but we'll get into that. Changes. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off here in just a minute. Everybody, I really appreciate you coming in. Take care of yourselves. Keep your head on a swivel. I just I don't want nothing to happen to any of you. So all right, I'm going to end it on that. Thanks everybody for coming in. If you want to leave a comment afterwards, please do so. If you want to email me, it's crankystacker@gmail.com. You can email me with anything you want to talk about. So thanks for coming in, everybody. I appreciate you all. Stay safe, shoot straight, keep stacking. Stack the right stuff, y'all. Yeah, Peanut, come on in. I'm ending the live stream. Come on. Okay. Come on, Patriots. Hold on, folks. Come on. You came in just in time to say goodbye. Come on in.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a live stream. Look at all the people I'm talking to here. Yeah. Japan and Ireland and Scotland and...
Oh, Grandpa.
Yes.
Look at what I got to tell you. Oh. It's the golden Batman car.
Excellent.
Can we do a video with it?
Yeah, we'll do a video with it. We'll give them a sneak peek. Gold Batman car. Video pending, folks.
Yeah, but we're going to do a video with it, but it can't be today.
No. Well, maybe we'll do it later.
Yeah, like later day, but if we don't have time, we can do it a different day.
Yep. Because we got time. All right, we're going to sign it off right now. So we're always going to say, stay safe.
Stay safe.
Shoot straight.
Shoot straight.
Keep stacking, y'all.
Keep stacking, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank y'all.
Hey, Grandpa, we got sandwiches in the call for you and Jimmy.